Plinbo. Pros and cons. Pros. The Plinko gameplay here is really good. You click to release balls and they fall randomly to get you score. Over your run, you get different cards and different balls, and they affect your score in a bunch of different ways. This works great in a roguelike game. You feel like you have control even though the balls do fall randomly, and it really makes that gameplay entertaining. You know, even though there's only one track, the music is an absolute vibe. I really hope that they capture the same energy with more tracks, but admittedly, this one track does kind of get tiring after a while. But I got my fingers crossed. This game has quick runs. You can really speed through them if you want, and I found that really refreshing. A lot of roguelikes nowadays, they're trying to do an hour, 2 hour long runs. I feel like that can be a bit much. It was nice to jump in and rapid fire do 2 or 3 runs. I like the pacing for sure. And this game is attractive to look at. It's got this neon kind of glowy art style. I liked all the visual feedback as your ball kind of bounces down and hits all the pegs before it scores. I think the art style is perfect here. And speaking of how the game looks, I was really impressed by the card art. You get different cards that are power-ups basically, and the art was really cool. It was actually really impressive. One of the highlights of the game for sure. Cons. I think my biggest criticism of this game is the shop UI isn't quite there yet. It's not like it's ugly or anything, but it took me quite a few runs to realize that you could actually buy unique balls. And I think these unique balls is some of the most fun parts of this roguelike game. There's like a button that flips the shop over to ball shop mode. It just doesn't work. And there's plenty of space for the shop UI to be redesigned to kind of condense everything down and put the balls for sale in the same UI window. I think this absolutely needs to get worked on, because once all of your options become available, this game really does feel like a roguelike game. It comes together quite well. Just got to clean up the shop. And this game is early, but it does feel light on content. I am fully expecting this game to have more content on release, but it is an opportunity, and I feel like in its current state, it does need more. More items, more balls, more ways to interact with the board and change stuff. Maybe even more modes in some way. It kind of felt like items and balls that shake up your run, that really make a difference, they seemed a little too rare. There's a lot of generic upgrades, chance to upgrade, that kind of thing. Sometimes it feels good to give the player something broken. Just make that run insanely good. I think this game would benefit from making some of this stuff a little bit more common. Overall, I think it's pretty obvious that Plinbo is pretty early on in its development, but that honestly just gets me more excited for what's possible with this title. The fact that the game looks, sounds, and feels this good already is a great sign. There are some easily fixable issues that I hope get addressed, and I'm hyped to see more content get added to this game before release. With all that said, Plinbo could absolutely be a staple Plinko roguelike game in the future. 100%.